And so here's the thing that I think we miss and that we fall and fail at. And this is the crossroads, I think many of us in the church, especially multi-ethnic, different ethnicities, this is where we fail. Is Jesus was fully on board with following God's plan for the salvation of mankind and for the kingdom of God to be revealed amongst his people. However, Jesus did not always like the way that the mission was carried out. Here's what I'm saying. In the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus was having a breakdown, frustrated with the disciples, saying, look, can y'all hang for an hour? In other words, I think that Jesus was actually feeling that sense of individualism, that sense of isolation, that sense of I'm by myself in my own feelings, in my own mind, in my own heart. And I think that's what drove him to go crazy in the garden. Like, yo, where's God? Where's God? Because this is painful. Where's my Father? And where are my boys? Because they keep going to sleep. I think Jesus was so unified. He was so connected that in that moment of despair, he had questions. And he said this to God. He said, listen, if you can make this cup pass, if you can dismiss this whole situation, do it. And then he came to himself and said, but you know what? It's your mission. It's the way you wanted it. It's what you called me to do. It's where you called me to be. This is how this relationship is playing out. You wrote the script, and although I don't agree with this part of the script, I'm rolling with the script because that's what unity does. That's what unification does. And we live in a world, family, where we can unfriend people immediately. We live in a world, family, where we can dismiss people immediately. I've never seen a culture that is so dismissive. I've never seen a culture that is so infatuated with cutting people off. I've never seen a culture, and I'm not that old, but so I can't go way, way back. But our culture is infatuated with cancellations, burying people. I don't agree, so I'm done with you. I mean, it's quick too. Y'all know it. Y'all got some friends on Facebook or Instagram or whatever where, you know, you're like, man, I haven't seen so-and-so in a while. Like, where did she go? Where did he go? And you look in your friends, they didn't cut you off, man. I've had that. We've all had that. They cut me off. Maybe it's something I said. Maybe it's something I did. Maybe they're just purging their friends list. I don't know, but our culture is infatuated with cutting people off, letting people loose, cutting the ties immediately. I don't agree with you, so I'm going to cut you off. I don't like what that celebrity said, so we're going to cancel them. I don't like what this person did, so we're going to bury them. And then the mob comes into the picture, and then then we're all jumping on. We all come with misinformation and minimal information, and will literally cut people off based on what somebody else said. It's crazy. It's fascinating. As a matter of fact, as a sociological study, this generation's ability to literally cut you off. Like, I'm done. And that's creeped into the church even. That's creeped into our marriages. That's creeped into our covenant relationships. That's creeped into our differences, not just race and ethnicity, but also theology and the way we view the world. Soon as somebody says something, hey, done with them. Done. No explanation. And I don't believe that Jesus models that for us. I believe that Jesus shows us, outside of Judas's need, because that was a part of the mission, that was a part of the narrative. Judas was going to betray him, and Jesus said, go ahead, do what you got to do. Jesus didn't have that cut-off spirit because he believed in the power of unity, unification, togetherness, oneness, closeness, and that cutting someone off or dismissing someone because I don't like a part of our journey, it's just not the kingdom. It's not the kingdom.